season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watch their opponent get a touchdown off of.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Burrow.
He completes it to Boyd. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you select.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. That pick six just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick six, here's Pickett to try again.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Pickett back to throw.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow flushed out right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 43. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And that'll go to cancel out a very nice return on the punt.
And that one was a hold. And I don't know what the percentages are between holding calls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Smith catches left side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample, a 2-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They'll try the left side with Evans.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From the gun on third down is Burrow, eluding the pressure right. He's got it, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Pickett.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Mixon with a 1st down carry.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Rolling to his right. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, his pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A very good. Good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 50 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This time they stay on the ground. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So we've reached halftime here.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time? You have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things. That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got some space here.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Mixon will try the right side.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down bet.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play. They're already just shy of midfield. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Running left, it's Mixon. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline, and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jay Tufele providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Burrow on play action.
Complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort.